Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for another Touching Hearts Tuesday. I'm really grateful that you're hopping on with me today. Over the weekend, I watched a movie that really touched my heart. Oh my gosh, this is wild. Like, usually it's really just super hard to even find a good movie these days, but anything that I do, really, the perspective of it is kind of always viewed through blessed because it's just my passion, it's my heart for people. This movie was called, or is called, An Inspector Calls, and it's on Amazon Prime if you guys have seen it or want to see it. Anyway, in watching this, like, I just tell you, it made such an impact on my life. And if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But just to give you an idea of this picture that was painted, there was a young girl that had committed suicide, and this inspector went to this family to just ask questions. And long story short of it, it turned out that every single member of this family had made an impact in this young girl's life. Unfortunately, it was all negative. I mean, there had been occurrences that had taken place and situations that had happened that were negative for the young girl, and it all played a part in the pathway that she would be on. And this really touched my heart in a big way. One of the things, and I don't mean to be like spoiler alert for this movie, hopefully you've seen it, and if not, it'll prompt you just to go watch it. But one of the things that really poked and pricked my heart was when one of the young girls that was being questioned by the inspector, she said that she was just having a bad day. And in that bad day, it caused her to react to this young girl in a negative way. So she was just in an uncomfortable position. And because of that, her reaction to the girl actually caused her to lose her job. And eventually, like, all of these things, all of these life occurrences, all these interactions with people played a part. And in this movie, unfortunately for this girl, it didn't end well. But what hit my heart so loudly was how every moment of every day when we interact with each other, even these moments like right now, when I'm just speaking to you from my heart, like, this is an opportunity to change your life for the better. That's how I view this. I know a lot of people take things more lightly, but you know what? What if it's the word that you need to hear right at this moment? What if when you hop on Bless, you see a need shared that touches your heart and it prompts you to reach out to that person, even if you can't help? Maybe you can't meet the needs specifically, but you just reach out. You never know how impactful those moments can be for people. So I just want to encourage everyone out there. It made me realize, because I think we've all been there. We've had a bad day or whatever, and maybe we've cut someone off in traffic or reacted in a way that hasn't been so kind. You don't know what those people are going through, just like they don't know what we are going through, right? But it's so important that we do our best for each other and show up for each other in a big way, even when a moment is uncomfortable for us, or even when we've had the worst day ever, that we can still be kind and give on purpose with purpose. And this whole thing reminded me of a real life experience. Some years ago, I was actually on my way to a Bible study, and I'm going to church, dawdling along on a Wednesday night, and all of a sudden, I hear and feel this crunch on the side of my car. And I was just like, oh no, like, what's happening? I was in my lane, but it turned out that a young girl in the right lane didn't see me and came over and the whole side of my car and we pulled off. Thankfully, she pulled off. And I had an opportunity in that moment. I had a choice that I had to make. Was my car going to be more important to me in that moment than that human being? And the car was, it was a mess, right? It was a mess. But this young girl, she was a mess. And it turned out that, like, she just went rattling off. Like, this had been the worst day ever for her. And now this. But my response, not my reaction, my response, my thoughtful, kind response in the midst of that changed her whole outlook on humanity. I mean, I remember it so vividly because I had a choice. I mean, I'm always one to take really great care of my vehicles, and I always view them as a blessing, but they're not greater. There's no item that's greater than a life. There's no thing that we have that's greater than our fellow human beings. And so in this chance, again, I had the chance to, I could have gotten so upset, like a lot of people probably do, but I had the choice to make, and I opted for kindness. And this was before Bless. This was before I was Chief Blesser of Bless. I didn't have a Bless t-shirt on, none of that. This was just real life, on my way to church, and this happened. And I remember the impact it made because we exchanged numbers and information like we do. And I messaged her later just to check on her. I mean, the first thing I did was see, are you okay? And she was shocked, because she felt so horrible and she'd already been attacked so much during that one day. Now, what if I would have attacked her as well? Oh my gosh, to think that if I would have attacked her, that could have potentially been detrimental to her life. See, this is how we need to view things, folks. Every moment, every interaction, whether it's online, whether it's face-to-face, whether it's virtual, whether it's passing someone in the grocery store, these are all opportunities to change someone's life, to make it impact for the better, because ultimately we need each other. We're relying on one another. I know people don't really realize that. You think, well, it's a stranger. That stranger needs you. They need what's in you. They need your gift, your talent, and they may even need that toaster that you have in the garage that you haven't used in forever that's still in great condition. This is really the heart of Bless. So when I watched this movie the other day, it really poked me and prodded me and just got me thinking. It was very impactful to think that every member of the family, this particular family, had made an impact on this young girl. Unfortunately, it drove her to suicide. I hope that nothing that I do ever makes a negative impact on people to such a degree, but we need to be mindful. We need to wake up. We need to realize that as much as we want this world to change, the change begins here. We have to be the ones that start this process, and it's not hard. You would be so surprised at how simple it is to make a positive impact in someone's life. This is why I created Bless. This is why I urge you guys daily, weekly, to go download the app and come be a part of this revolution. This is going to change all of humanity because we truly do need one another. You can head on over to bless-app.com to get the app for free. There are no strings attached. This is literally a gift for humanity. There are no ads to distract from its purpose and content. This is a pure platform that can be used where we can share our needs, we can offer help to one another, where we can come together to unite. Oh, isn't that a beautiful word? To unite, to help one another in every part of the world. We need each other. We're stronger together. We're better together. So go get Bless, use it and share it, and keep repeating that process until we have changed this entire planet, folks. It's going to happen. So I want you to be a part. And if you haven't seen that movie, head on over to Amazon Prime. An Inspector Calls is the name of it. It will hit you. It will hit you in a big way. You'll see that they had an opportunity to be remorseful for their actions and they didn't take it. And you know what? We need to think. We need to think outside of us and what we have going on in our little world and really look at other people and how can we benefit them? What can we do for someone else? I'm telling you, the moment that you put someone else ahead of yourself, you will rise to the top. This is just guaranteed. This is how this works. So I just encourage you, come on, come be a part with me. This is Touching Hearts Tuesday, like I tell you every week. If you're going to have a day, make it a great day. So make it a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow for World Changer Wednesday. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.